In this week's Game of the Week, we've got some Hoosier West Conference action coming for you as Lafayette Central Catholic traveled across the Wabash River to get to West Lafayette tonight in Barbarium Gymnasium. Now, the Red Devils are on a 3-game win streak. Let's find out if the Knights can break it. They say the game of basketball is a game of runs, and that's what we saw tonight in full effect. Opening the game, West Lafayette went on their first run with 2 buckets from the big guy, Kevo St. Hilaire, putting in the work early tonight. After a couple of free throws, the Knights find their groove, but the Red Devils stayed the course, knocking down 2 triples, one from tonight's leading scorer, Donovan Loudermill. You know what? He got hot, and his second consecutive bucket gave the Red Devils a 10-point lead and made the Knights discuss some adjustments over a timeout. And that's exactly what they did as Albert Schwartz turns over his left shoulder and puts the perfect touch on it for 2. And speaking of runs, here comes Central Catholic making the push with the 3, but you gotta know the Red Devils had an answer. And that was pretty much the story of the game. In the second half is where the Knights gave it their all, cutting the lead to 1 on a few different occasions. However, it wasn't quite enough to get over the hump. The teams exchanged buckets and even traded and ones later in the fourth, but the Red Devils kept their momentum and came out on top. I caught up with the 2 leading scorers and coach after the game to find out what they were able to do to win tonight's ball game.
Well, first of all, it always feels good to win. That's the most important piece, and we did that tonight. We knew we were going to have to battle because they're a really good team. The good thing is we're finding different ways to win, which really helps us. They gave us a punch in the second half, and we were able to withstand it. So really proud of our guys tonight.
The third quarter was a little shaky, but our team has that grit, so we just stayed with it and kept our composure, and that's why we won the game.
I think for one, we were shooting well in the beginning of the game, and we were doing a good job getting stops. Like in the first quarter, we had a single-digit quarter. I think we got away from that a little bit in the third quarter, but then we were able to hit free throws and secure the win in the end.
You heard it first from Coach and the 2 players that they did face a little bit of adversity when the Knights got on that run in the third quarter, but they were able to stick together, stick to what they know, and that's what got them this win. And that does it for this week's Game of the Week. Reporting in West Lafayette, Hadassah Harris, Sports 18.